How does the paradox of tolerance affect free speech? Imagine a society where everyone can say whatever they want. It sounds ideal, right? But what happens if some voices promote hatred or violence? This is where the paradox of tolerance comes into play. Philosopher Karl Popper explained that if a society is tolerant without limits, it risks being destroyed by intolerant groups. If these groups are allowed to spread hate or violence unchecked, they might silence or overpower everyone else. That means unlimited tolerance can actually threaten free speech itself. From a libertarian point of view, which highly values individual freedom and free expression, this creates a tricky balance. Libertarians believe that all ideas, even unpopular or offensive ones, should be shared and debated openly. The idea is that truth emerges when ideas compete in a free marketplace of thoughts. Censorship is seen as a last resort, only justified if speech directly leads to violence or harm. But the paradox shows that some groups do not want to argue or debate. Instead, they might use threats, violence, or coercion to silence opposing views. Popper argued that in such cases, society might need to defend itself. This could mean restricting certain speech if it clearly incites violence or hatred. Still, these limits must be very carefully applied. The goal is to protect free speech without giving too much power to those who want to suppress it. In practice, libertarians support protecting as much speech as possible. They believe that open discussion and rational debate are the best ways to handle intolerant ideas. When someone spreads hate, the answer should be countering it with reason, not censorship. Only if a group refuses to engage in rational debate and resorts to violence should society consider limiting their speech. Even then, such measures should be narrow and carefully checked to avoid harming free speech for everyone. The paradox of tolerance reminds us that unlimited tolerance can backfire. If we are too permissive, intolerant groups might use that freedom to destroy the very idea of free speech. Libertarianism advocates for a society where ideas are tested openly and where coercion is avoided unless absolutely necessary. This way, free speech remains protected, and society can stand against hate and violence without sacrificing the core principle of individual liberty.